Hello, it's Janice in France, and I'm going to do something a little different today. And I'm going to go over some of my videos that I've done and tell you some things that didn't go so well and just a little bit of background history on them. So Hannah's going to put them up on the screen, and then I'm going to talk about them. My first video was starting over at 70. And it had some beautiful pictures, and we went to this gorgeous home, and oh my goodness, it was fabulous, except I hated the dress I was in. I hated it. It was this blue and white polka dot, which is very, very familiar and very often used in France. And I thought, oh, I'll be so French in it, and I was absolutely miserable in it. I didn't know what to do very well. I had a few little ideas, but Hannah, thank goodness, was there. She just coached me through it all, and then we went on to do some other videos out of that house and out of that dress, thank goodness, and I felt more comfortable. And I still have that dress, and I still hate it. So, but anyway, I had no idea what I was doing, but Hannah was a great coach. But I think it turned out really well. I think it showed that I was a younger 70, and I was ready for a start in life. And I don't know, I like it, all but the blue and white polka dotted dress. And then we went to it's like an outside store in Atlanta called the Avalon. And for some reason, Hannah just picked certain places that just made it look very French-like. And she did an awesome job on it. I mean, she sold me with that first video, I guarantee you. And she made me look good. And she even made Buster look good. So it was a great video, starting over at 70. And I will tell you, when I started these coffee chats, I had no idea how much I would enjoy them. And I really wasn't thinking about my audience, to be very truthful. I was thinking more about me. I really did enjoy my coffee chats. So I think my first coffee chat that I remember was titled, I think I made a mistake in moving to France. And I remember I had so many people very pleased with the title. They thought I was doing it to get attention. And then I went through all the YouTubes and I thought, well, yeah, that's what other YouTubers do. And then I thought about movies, and I thought about things that you see on Facebook that you scroll through and you go, oh my goodness, this is not what I want. This is ridiculous. But they have the bylines, and that's what it is. It tries to get your attention. So I just kind of let that go out. That was okay. I mean, I just lived with it because everybody cannot be pleased. And I will tell you one little behind the story on that. That scarf I absolutely love, that gold and blue scarf. But oh my goodness, it's silk and it will not stay tied. And I remember there's one part in there that I picked up Buster and it came undone. And the next scene you see is I'm holding Buster and it's completely done again. But I'm telling you, most of the editing in that video was me trying to tie that darned scarf on and making me look halfway decent, but it was a lot of fun to do, but boy, did it take a long time. The next video I remember making was 10 mistakes Americans make. I really received some flack on this. I was told that if I wasn't, proud of being America, why don't I move? Well, I had already moved, but it wasn't because I wasn't proud to be an American. I've always been proud to be American. I love our men and women in blue. I love our men and women that are in the military. I love what our flag stands for and what it has gone through all these years to protect us and make us the democratic way of living that we have. So I just think, and I knew when I did it, people were going to take it the wrong way, but I certainly didn't mean it that way. What I meant was, and I'm going to go over it one more time, we just don't want to become country that people go, oh my goodness, here comes those Americans. We don't want to be like that, and I don't want us to be like that, and I don't want us to be represented like that. So I was just giving some tips and tricks of not how to do that. And in the meantime, I have had one encounter with a Uber gentleman the other day, and my friend and I were getting into an Uber, and he was fussing at me because I was supposed to be at another place instead of where he picked me up. And he had his seat all the way back because he was probably like 6'3". And I asked him if he would move his seat forward. And he said, well, not my problem, not my problem. And I thought, well, if you don't move it forward, it's going to be my problem and your problem because I can't get in. And then after we got in, he moved his seat straight back to, it was like within an inch of Carolyn's legs. And he said, where are you from? And Carolyn said, America. And he said, oh, you Americans. And I said, oh, we're not going to do that. Nope, nope. And then I asked him very politely, I said, do you want to take us to the train station? And he turned around and looked at me, and I said, because we don't have to use you. You can let us out, and we'll find someone else. He knew enough English. He knew what I was talking about. And then he kind of turned to me, and he said, well, you needed to be today. And I said, no, wait a minute, You're not going to fuss at me. Nope, I'm too old to be fussed at. And he just turned around and took us to the train station where we wanted to go. And I thought it was kind of fun because not fun, but I thought it was kind of funny because we had just bragged the day before. We've had so many great taxi drivers and so many great Uber drivers that have just been willing to go out of their way to talk English to us and be friendly to us. And, they certainly knew we weren't from Ghana, and they certainly knew we weren't from Australia. So it just seems that, there's just got to be one, and maybe he was just having a bad day, and maybe something in his family was not going all that great that day. But oh my goodness, I just had to share that with you about 10 mistakes Americans make. But I certainly took up for us because we had not done anything wrong. But I also gave him the opportunity, if he didn't want to take us Americans to the train station, he certainly didn't have to. We would get out and we would get another ride. It wasn't like there's no taxis or there are no Ubers available in Paris. Anyway, it did turn out to have 19,000 views, so I'm very proud of it. I felt like I shouldn't have had to defend myself on it, but I knew I was going to when I did it, so it was okay. There is a video I did for any of you that are wanting to come to France and bring your pets, and it's called How to Get Your Pet's Passport. And it was still in the early months of me doing my videos, and I wasn't quite as apt at it as I think I am now. Ha ha. But anyway, it's great information. The video on styling winter. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. It just made me feel so young. I was 69 at the time. I hadn't turned 70. And Hannah just made me feel so young and so pretty. And I loved all the pictures, and it just was very nice. When you get older, like some of us, no one wants to take your picture. You don't ask to be going on photo shoots or anything like that. But boy, did it boost my my energy, not only my ego, but I loved it. And she made it seem so effortlessly, and she was always saying, oh, Janice, that looks good. Do it like this, do it like that. Okay, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Well, it turned out very well. So I was very proud to do that. As always, I'm always worrying about my weight. So, I looked at it very critically, more so than anyone else. But I guarantee you, photo shoots are exhausting. I had so many clothes. I think those clothes stayed in the bedroom for about 2 days on my bed on one side before I ever had the energy to put them back. But it was fun anyway. Then I did a little video on Can You Travel to Europe, and that's when COVID was still going rather strong, and that's when we were still wearing masks. And, it was one of those times that, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know. I didn't know if it was going to be called off that I couldn't come to France at that particular time. But I remember that black top. I had so many compliments on it. Well, it happened to be Hannah's, and I happened to be in Hannah's bedroom doing the video. And most of my videos are done on my phone, but those videos are done with a camera. And after I did that, and since then, since I've been looking at these videos, I do think I need a camera. I don't have to have anything expensive, but I think when I go back to the States in October, I will try to find me a camera that I can do videos at home. I think that will give me a little bit better view or a little bit better clarity. And with my age, I need everything I can get. Let's see, what else? Oh, the moving to France. That's when I said I was going to move here. That's the one I said that I hated the dress, but I love the video. Oh, I also love the tour of my apartment. I really like that, and I got such a kick out of it. This was a long time ago, and now we use another way to download the videos because for some reason, downloading videos from my apartment to her, it would take maybe 6 hours to get the video to her. And now I have purchased an app, and it takes maybe 30 minutes depending on the size of the video. But this is one of those times that it took a long time, and it showed you my apartment and the surroundings and where I took Buster. And, you know, it was just a lovely, lovely day, and so I got to enjoy being outside a little bit. But this is the funny part about it, because I had someone comment, and she said, "We couldn't see your face in the kitchen. All we could see were your big boobs." And I thought, well, that's true. What had happened was Hannah was getting ready to put the video together. And all of a sudden, she doesn't find me in the kitchen. And I don't know whether I lost that video or whether I deleted it or what happened. And this is like 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning, my time. And she texted me and she said, "Janice, you've got to redo this." And I thought, oh my gosh. So I just thought, I'm not putting on makeup and doing the hair at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So I just put on the normal thing that I was wearing because it was winter time, and that's what I wore to take Buster out, and that's what I wore to make my coffee in and all of that. So that was very authentic. But I didn't show my face, but I guess my big boobs got in the way. And I thought that was so funny. I loved showing that video. In fact, I like going back over that video because I think that was the cleanest my apartment has ever been. The next video I wanted to talk about is the truth about me moving to France, the coffee chat. I talked about my anxieties, and I really got some great comments back about that. And I was very happy to do that because, you know, a lot of YouTube people, they want to get on here and talk about how wonderful life is, and, you know, Paris is wonderful and France is wonderful and we dress wonderful. But you know what? We have regular lives, and we have things that are not always great. And my anxiety, I talked about it, how long I've had it. I've talked about my anxiety about when I moved here, and my daughter, you know, really helping me out to get out of it. And, you know, and I still have anxiety. So it isn't something that I just got rid of, but it's something that we don't get rid of. And this video is one of the videos that really wanted me to do my workshop about well-being. And we do talk about anxiety and some other things to, you know, help our self-image, to help our self-esteem. So this was a catapult there to making me want to do my video or my workshop. I did my packing tip videos, and I had done a video before in the States for my Facebook ladies, and it just went over very well. This one just kind of like, you know, there's like crickets after I put it out there. I just remember my room being a mess for days. I remember it took me quite a while to do this video. I started out in my living room, and then I moved it to the bedroom, and I needed to make sure the angle, etc., etc. And I really thought it was a good video, but now that I look back at it, I think it was a little bit too long. Maybe that was it. It was just a little bit too long, a little bit too wordy. Maybe I should have done it a different way, and maybe I'll do it again a different way. I'm going on a trip in August, and no one knows where I'm going. It's a secret, and no one will know where I'm going. It's a secret. But anyway, I have to pack for it, so I may just do another packing video for it. But anyway, it didn't do well, but that's okay. Then there was the video that I really liked, living alone in Paris. It turned out to be really one of my most favorite videos. We had a beautiful day. She did a great job in this. There were a lot of walking that day of stairs because we were in the Montmartre district. just lots of walking. In fact, I remember the one outfit that I wore, I hated it. And I'm trying to like these long pants, that are baggy, and they just don't do anything for me. And I think it's like the blue and white polka dotted dress. It doesn't fit where my waist is. My waist is not where everyone else's waist is, or it's not where I feel comfortable. I hated that, so we went to a restroom at a restaurant, and I changed clothes. So that turned out to be an okay day. But I didn't like when she took a picture of a video of me, I guess, when we were coming up the steps, and I turned around because I was a huffing and a puffing because there were so many steps. And I didn't like that because it didn't show me looking very ladylike. So I didn't like that part. But looking back, it's okay. But then I look at all the things I've been eating. No wonder I've gained weight. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you can keep from gaining weight. It's like, you gain weight, then you lose weight. You gain weight, and then you lose weight. We went that day to the Shakespeare and Company, the bookstore, and I had forgotten all about it. And she took me straight there and took videos of it. And I didn't get to go upstairs. For some reason, I didn't go up. I don't know. It's just because I was tired of walking steps or what. But the next time I went, I did go upstairs, and it's so lovely upstairs. You can just sit up there and read. I mean, there's no rush. There's no hustle and bustle, and nobody talks, You just sit there and read. It's a lovely place. I can't wait to go back by myself and just read a book. Then there's a part in this video where she shows people dancing on Saturday evening at a certain part of Paris, and I promise I'm going to go do that one day. I should do it soon before it starts getting too hot again. But I love that video, except my hair was cut way too short, and it just really, really bothered me. So I know I'm way too critical on myself, but that video turned out fabulous. I love that video. And then it showed me here on the sofa, trying to get into my computer, and Hannah's on one sofa working, and I'm on the other, and I've got my glasses on. And that's pretty much real life around here. That was a life every day in the raw, I guess. But it was a great video, and I'm glad we made it. And the other video I really did like, it isn't my longest video, but Hannah kind of took it on her own. It's the vintage thrift shopping that we did in Paris, and she really did more shopping than me. She set up the camera and all of that. All I needed to do was just sit here and talk. But now that I look back, I needed to have purchased more items so I could have kept up with her. It's kind of like at Christmas. You buy Christmas gift for your children. You don't want one child to get 4 presents and the other one to get 8. So, but it was a very good video, and people really did like it. I think those are the videos that I really liked the most. And some of them you can tell at the very beginning, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Just started talking. But like I said, I think my coffee chats are my most favorite videos. But I am going to get out in Paris a little bit more and do a little bit more food and a little bit more of what you're wanting, other than just me chatting here in the apartment. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I've had a lot of comments about many of these videos, and I try to please everyone. And then one of the videos, and I had so many comments from people saying, you can't please everyone, Janice. And I thought, you're right. You may not like this video, but you may like the others. I know that people have not liked me advertising. People thought that was wrong. They wanted to just hear me. They want to hear about Paris. But what they don't understand is I have to make money to pay Hannah. Hannah just doesn't do all this for free. And those ads help me pay Hannah's time and effort, which is a great deal of time and effort that she has to put into my videos. So those are one different ways that I can afford to do this with her. I don't know. I know that people don't like to see too many of them, and I've tried to cut them back. But I won't cut them off altogether because there's so many people out there that would like to get their products known, like my Teddy Blake blue purse. Oh my goodness, I didn't get a dime for that, but I got the purse and I loved it. Thank you for joining me for this special little segment on my Teddy Blake bag. You remember about 2 months ago, I did a little ad for Teddy Blake because they sent me this bag and they said, hey, we want you to review it. and I love it. I take it everywhere with me, and I take it on the train. I took it on the tube in London, and you know what? I'm just everywhere with it because it goes with everything. You know, I chose this blue because I fell in love with it. And normally I'm one of these people that choose, you know, beige, black, you know, things like that. But this time I went bold. And you know, I chose the smaller one, but they didn't have it in stock. So I did get the larger one, and I am so glad because it takes my battery pack with it. It takes my hairbrush, my makeup, and all that with it. So it can hold up to all of that. But let's look at the bottom of the purse and the side of the purse and see how it's held up in the last 7 months with me using it all the time. You won't see any scratches on it. There's the bottom of it. And you know, when I'm on a train, I always put it on the floor. You know, I don't just hang it in on my lap. I put it on the floor. So it has had its great use of not being treated so kindly. And it has withstood everything. And when it can withstand my my shenanigans, I think it can withstand everything. Now, you do remember when I talked to you about this, I do have a dust bag, and I do put my purse in my dust bag when I'm at home. But this purse is lovely, and to know that they're going to have a sale between the 22nd and the 28th of July, up to 70% off to celebrate their 7 years being in business, that is awesome. So I wanted to come on here and tell you, go shop. This is the month. This is the time of the year we want to get ready for that special purse. And if we can get it on sale, even better. There is a purse called the Luna that I have my eyes on. So I'll be checking it out next week too to see how much of the sale that I can take advantage of. It's just round and it's just cute. And of course it isn't for me to take with me everywhere, but for a night out or for just a night to go somewhere in Paris, and I want it in red. I've been wanting a red purse forever. So I'm going to try to get that myself. So I'll be there right there with you trying to find me a purse on sale up to 70% off. Ladies, next week, 22nd through the 28th. I know you can do this. Teddy Blake, handmade from Italy. Love to all of you. Let me know if you did purchase one down in the comments, and we're also going to leave the link down in the box so that you can click onto it and get right over to their website. But remember, the sale doesn't start until the 22nd. Love all of you. Take care of yourselves. Mwah. And so I will be doing some little online collaborations from here and forward now and then. And if people don't like it, I'm so sorry, but those are just things that go along with being a YouTuber. And I try not to do them every time, and I've kind of cut back on them, and I've told people no. And I really want to slow down during the summer because I wanted to do a little bit more. And Hannah's going to be going on vacation, and I'm going to be going on my secret vacation in August. So anyway, you know what? You just can't please everyone, but I'm telling you one thing. I'm so honored and blessed to have all of you that do follow me. And if you have not subscribed, would you do so now, please? For some reason, I just want to be at 16,000. I don't know what it is. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It just has something to do with my goal. So if you're not subscribed, please do so. And please don't be embarrassed if you don't know how. Please PM me or email me at janiceandfrance@gmail.com, and I'll walk you through it. Thank you so much. As always, au revoir.